Hey everybody, welcome to Always Bored, Never Boring. I don't normally feel compelled to set up my camera on a Sunday, but today I am doing so because I was right. I made a prediction about something and I was right. Anybody who subscribes to my channel will know I would normally have difficulty accurately predicting on what date my birthday falls, but this time I predicted something correctly. We will get to that in a moment. First of all, let's talk about the big news this weekend. On the 8th of May, on the last day of Warhammer Fest Online 2021, something really exciting happened. Games Workshop reopened pre-orders. They had shut down pre-orders for a few weeks while they sorted out whatever production and distribution issues they were facing, but pre-orders started up again and it looks like we are going back into a weekly cycle. I made a video the other day talking about the pre-orders that would be going up on the 8th of May, and there were really only two things that stood out to me as being particularly exciting, but of course, that's a matter of opinion. Those two things were, of course, Necromunda and the Necromunda transfer sheet. The new Necromunda Hive War box set looks like a decent way to get involved in the game. It has some of the terrain that I'm not too keen on, but it's nice to see a more accessible entry point to the game. It's good to see the game still getting supported. It is £90. Which, I don't know, it's kind of the price point to be expected, I think, at this stage, but maybe seems a little high for what you're getting in the box. It's that terrain that's bumping up the price. It was the Necromunda Underhive propaganda transfer sheet that I thought was the most interesting thing being released this week, and I predicted it would sell out incredibly quickly, and indeed that is the case. Despite having quite a hefty £20 price point, and despite only being available online from Games Workshop directly, it has sold out and is no longer available online. I really think that this is a product that Games Workshop should have predicted would be in incredibly high demand, and it's a sheet of transfers at the end of the day. They should be able to produce these until the cows come home, keep those in stock, and Games Workshop are basically printing £20 notes. Because I thought it was a really cool idea, it was a really cool way to add some extra detail to your terrain. Moving on, as we seem to be going back into our weekly routine of announcing pre-orders one weekend and then those pre-orders becoming available at retail the following weekend, we have had an announcement of which items will be going up for pre-order on Saturday the 15th of May. The focus is the Soulblight Gravelords, and they have their new battletome coming out and a host of the new miniatures that have been teased previously. I have to just say actually, and I am pretty sure I'm going to be in an incredibly small minority here, but of all the miniatures they've been showing for the Soulblight range, I really haven't been that impressed with many of the vampires. I don't know what it is, but they're just not connecting with me, they're just not gelling with me. They are the sort of things that I should be very, very interested in, and I don't know. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there has been a shift in the designs for the Games Workshop miniatures. Everything's starting to feel a little bit stretched maybe, and a little bit thin. I don't know if they're trying to prove a point with how delicate and intricate everything is getting, but there definitely feels like there's a slightly different aesthetic to things, and I think that's even evident in the Stormcast Eternals that they teased on the last day of Warhammer Fest. They're now much thinner, far less bulky, which isn't a bad thing, it's just something that I've noticed, and not something that I'm particularly fond of, and I wonder if that's perhaps why I don't get as excited about some of these new releases as I used to. Having said all that, the new releases do include the packs of 20 skeletons and 20 zombies, and I think these are really nice. I've made no secret of the fact that I do not like the zombies that come in Cursed City. I thought they looked a little bit goofy, but the new zombie miniatures that are coming out I think are much, much better, and I would have been delighted to have seen these in Cursed City instead. There are still a few weird things. There is one zombie who looks like he's playing the bass, there are two more with scythes that look like they're playing electric guitars, and we still have a couple that are carrying tombstones on their back, but I think even the ones that are carrying tombstones are less goofy than the ones in Cursed City because the tombstones aren't as intricate, there aren't whole signposts, birds, flower pots, and all the extra bits and pieces that were on the Cursed City ones, which made them feel a little bit silly to me. Overall, I think these new zombies are good, and the skeletons I think are excellent. I really, really like the new skeletons a lot. And of course then there's the other bits and pieces you would expect with the new Battletomes release. That's the card packs and the special faction dice. The other thing to note is that White Dwarf 464 will be going up for pre-order as well. I'm expecting to receive my copy in the post relatively soon, and when I do, I will be doing a quick video on the channel to showcase the promised Cursed City content that's going to be in that issue, just to let Cursed City fans know whether it's going to be worth picking up that magazine for themselves. But I think that's about all I wanted to say. There are a few other releases that have been teased. I'm going to include the link to the Warhammer Community page in the video description so that you can go across and have a look at exactly what is included in this next wave of pre-orders. But for me, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider pressing the like button. If you really enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. And hopefully, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.